Sami Al-Arian. He joins me now live from Istanbul. He's the director of the Center for Islam and Global Affairs at Istanbul Sabahattin Zaim University. Thank you so much for being with us on the program. First off, let me get your thoughts on what we're hearing from these mediators of the talks. Will they reach a deal this time?
I don't think so. I don't think the United States really is telling people the truth. The truth of the matter is that Netanyahu has changed all the conditions that have been agreed upon back in early July. I think what the United States is trying to do here is trying to stop or at least delay the expected retaliatory strikes from Iran, Hezbollah, and Ansarullah in Yemen. And to do that, they're trying to buy time. Netanyahu changed all the conditions that have already been set, and I don't think he has backed off 1 inch. What the United States is telling the people here is that there is somehow an agreement, while Hamas says there is absolutely no agreement, that the conditions that they have been given are actually worse than anything they have seen before. So I don't see where that optimism is coming from. Also, the United States is trying to save Netanyahu and the Israeli government from any kind of an international pressure. There are many countries like Algeria and France and others who are trying to go to the United Nations and trying to get another resolution, particularly with the pending catastrophe of polio being spread in Gaza. And what the United States is trying to do is trying to say there is a process going on, let's not preempt it, let's not stop it. And they're trying to give this optimism that is misplaced.
Right. And on that note, you said that, Biden has been saying to the sides to not undermine the Gaza truce push. But while he makes these warnings, we do know that the U.S. continues to provide Israel with those weapons that are being used to bomb the Gaza Strip and hence kill innocent Palestinians there.
Exactly. And he said that, a lot of people also misread this. He said it in the context of warning Iran. He said there's a process here. I dare you, Iran, not to rig this process, while Israel and Netanyahu has been doing this. And on the other hand, he's given $20 billion worth of arms and sending his armada, over a dozen ships and aircraft carriers and other weapons, and trying to say we're going to protect Israel no matter what. So the U.S. here is not really a bystander. It's not an honest broker or a mediator. It's part and parcel of the problem. It's been like that since the very beginning.
All right, let's just for a second approach these ceasefire talks in a positive manner and say that they do manage to reach a deal. Implementation is going to be key, and it's going to be important for recovery that both sides stick to the agreement and not breach the ceasefire. How do you see this unfolding?
If this is a genuine process, then the U.S. has to guarantee that there will be full withdrawal, not only from the Philadelphia corridor, but also from the Netzarim. That's what Netanyahu has been threatening that he's never going to do. But let's assume, as you said, that the United States is able to extract this concession or this condition from Israel, then I don't think we're going to be able to see any kind of release of the captives before actually this takes place. Let's remember, that was Biden himself in May, in which he suggested that the Israeli army will withdraw from all places where there are population centers, he called. And to do that, then they would have to withdraw from Netzarim. They have to withdraw from the Philadelphia corridor. And if they do that, then the Palestinians will be able to go back to the north. The Palestinians will be able to actually go and hand the list of the captives that they have. There will be an exchange of captives over 2 periods, and there will be full ceasefire. But unless the U.S. guarantees this, and unless Netanyahu says that this is going to happen, I don't see anything positive coming out of this.
All right, Sami Al-Arian, thank you so much for being with us here on TRT World. It's always a pleasure speaking to you.